Hi girls, what are you doing?
Making paper.
Yes, we are, and we're gonna need some camellia flowers to put into this pulp. Paper making is one of the most important inventions of mankind. It was invented about 5,000 years ago. And today we're gonna make paper using the Chinese method that was invented about 100 years ago, where we make a pulp using various fibrous substances. Today we have camellia petals, we have tissue paper, we're even gonna use some paper bags. We just tear it up, you add warm water, and we let it soak for about 10 minutes. Now if you have cardstock, you want to soak it for about an hour. You don't want to use anything glossy, you don't want to use anything with too much printed material such as newspaper, and you use about 4 cups of recycled paper and rose petals or camellia petals, which we're using today. Let this soak for about 10 minutes. Here's some that's already been soaked. I'm going to put it into a blender. You want to have a blender dedicated to craft materials only. And depending on how much water you put in is how thick your paper is going to be. The less water will create a thicker paper, more water will make a thinner paper. Blend it for about 30 seconds until it's completely pulverized. Pour your mash, which looks a lot like oatmeal. And if you want, you could put lavender petals in here. You could even put essential oils in here to make your paper smell good. And traditionally, you have a frame and you have a screen on it. And this is called the decal. The decal is a frame, a wooden frame that creates an edge to your paper. And you want to have a piece of newspaper with a sheet like this or a piece of felt. And you put your decal in here and you just put all your pulp in. You let it strain. Now we're going to couch it. This is called couching. And what you want to do is to take out all of the excess liquid by using a sponge. This will help the paper release from the screen. Now there's our first sheet. We haven't embedded any words into this. And now you want to let it dry. You could leave this out in the sun to let it dry. And after it's dried, I like to iron it down to make it flat. And then you would just paste it onto your favorite cardstock and create a nice greeting straight from the garden with flowers, with recycled paper, and you could have your own handmade cards.